Yeah, I received a question about how do you know what type of routes to pick and what type of routes to drive? Number one, as I've always stated, you got to determine whether you are transporting because you are going on vacation and you need something to subsidize the vacation and help have some income for that, or are you strictly working for profit as a business trying to make money to live your everyday life? All right. So if you're on vacation, going on a road trip and you're doing transporting just to help uh, pay for the trip, then you can do whatever type of route you want to do. Do whatever type of route you want to do. But when you are doing it for profit as a business, um, my best advice is never drive a zigzag. All right. When I first started, this was probably in year either 1.5 or year 2. I, I know I said this before, but I drove across America 4 times in a zigzag like this. All right. That is not the most profitable way to drive your routes. And I say that because you don't want to just take anything, okay? At some point, okay, I'll tell you this. I'll speed it up. The most profitable way to make money on your pet transport routes is to go in a straight line, which means every transport that you do needs to be in a straight line. So if I'm going from Texas up to Nebraska, all my transports, if I have a group transport going, they need to be on that same line, that same route line. If one's over here, then one's over here, then one's over here, then one's over here, all the way to up to Nebraska, you're burning a lot of time. All right. So when I did drive across America 4 times in a zigzag, I was just taking any and everything, and it did not make any sense at all. So did I make some good money? Yes, in my opinion. And as I stated before, good money is relative. What's good money to me might not be good money to you. All right. So I made good money zigzagging. But what I did not do good was think about my time. That was a lot of time that was burnt. Even though I made some good money, a lot of time was burnt driving. And that's not always a good thing either. So again, your most profitable routes are going to be transports that happen on a straight line, which means either everybody is, like I said, the example was Texas to Nebraska. If I have 4 animals in the car and they all need to be dropped off in Omaha, Nebraska, I'm going to be the most profitable going directly there and dropping them all off in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, if you do have other locations that you have to hit, the next most profitable route to do is to drive in a circle, okay? That's where the word that round trip comes from. Well, I don't know where round trip came from, but in the sense of pet transporting, you got people everywhere. Say, let's use Texas as an example. If I'm starting in Austin and then I got another trip in Dallas, and then, no, scratch that, I'm starting over. If I'm starting in Austin and then I have a drop off in Dallas, and then I have a drop off in Texarkana, and then another drop off in Houston, and then I want to come back home, it's best for me to drive that route in a circle. It's going to take less time, and it's going to make you the most profitable because you're driving in a circle. What you don't want to do is start from Austin, go to Dallas, go to Houston, go to Texarkana, and then come back to Austin. That's going to be a longer route, I believe. I might have looked that up. It's going to be a longer route if you zigzag it like that. So, I don't know. Anyways, I don't want this video to be too long. Most profitable routes is either everybody's being dropped off in that same city that you're going to, or they need to be on the same transport route line. So in my example, Texas and Nebraska, everybody needs to be on that same interstate, off the interstate, to where you're not zigzagging too much. Now, if you do have people located everywhere, drive in a circle. Drive in a circle. Zigzagging, bad. Zigzagging, bad.